Live from Studio One in the Steel Cow Building, located in the historic village of Wakefield, Rhode Island, home of Johnny Cakes and Brickley's Ice Cream. I'm Dan Chaika, and this is The Eden Show, a Greenhouse Entertainment Group production. Eden's guest tonight is Jim Rice, also from Massachusetts, but not the baseball player. It is my pleasure to introduce the Queen of Cool, a lady who can keep 7/8 beat while dodging construction workers in her living room, the ingenue from Ohio, the one, the only, Eden Castile.
Dan Chaika, my personal lawyer, for that wonderful, wonderful introduction. See how the mic almost fell over there? So
you are the consummate professional. Wonderful job.
I didn't tie it down. Everything else in here is in such flux. So yes, I am in the middle of renovating much part of my house, but I have a new door now.
Ooh, yes.
And it's got a little tiny little pink thing on there, so that way we don't run into it like birds, because it's in a new place. So we've got that, and it's really pretty, and we've painted a whole bunch of our house, and I can't wait to have you all over when nobody's going to infect anybody. That's going to be really great.
We can't wait to come over. We love your happy hours.
They're really, really fun. So if you're watching tonight, please tell us where you are typing in from. Hi, Stephen. So please write in the chat. Tell us where that you are watching from. We're so glad that you're here. We took last week off because I was in Columbus, Ohio, visiting my dad. Yeah. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, if you haven't figured that out. So it is very far away from here. It was a nice long drive, and I listened to many, many podcasts, and went to go and see him for a week. We had a really good time, but we realized kind of like we weren't going to be able to get it together for Friday night. We thought about it. We really did. So, but I think the best way for me to have my dad perform with me is to get him out here. So that will happen sometime in the future. Hi, Diane. Thanks for tuning in. Stephen is from far off Green Hill, Rhode Island. All right. So how's your week been, Dan?
My week has been very busy, and I'm just thrilled to have it end and be able to unwind, having a little fun with Eden in your coffee house here.
Everybody likes to have a little fun with Eden.
And everybody, please, to the top, buy Eden a cup of coffee, please.
Buy me a cup of coffee.
Thirsty.
I'm so thirsty. My guest tonight is really famous for his cocktails, so we'll see what he does. I'm giving him a chance to, get all nice and hydrated. So I know I didn't say liquored up because we're not supposed to say that anymore. But if he does that, that's okay. It's called Cabaret Songs and Cocktail Snaz, but he plays so well, it doesn't matter what's in his bloodstream. He could have fentanyl in his bloodstream, and he would still perform to a really high level. So is that good? I'm sorry, Jim, you can't tell. Joseph Rice is watching from my cellar. Robin is in Warwick. It's good.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin. Yeah. So today is March 5th, and there's been a bunch of wonderful things that have happened on March 5th in history. Do you know anything wonderful that's happened on March 5th in history, Dan?
Absolutely nothing. I just know.
I'm a history buff, major history buff. So I love looking these things up. So on this day in history, in 1770, soldiers killed 5 Boston men who were throwing snowballs, sticks, and stones at them. It was called the Boston Massacre, and the mass hole was born. All right, there's one. In 1853... what can I play for this? The piano company Steinway and Sons was founded in New York City, and now we all know a fine way to treat a Steinway. There, except me, Ben, which I played digital. In 1868, the stapler was patented in England by C.H. Gould, and the first staple-related injury was recorded the same day. Thank you. In 1960, Patsy Cline died in a plane crash, and it was really sad. She was only 30. I can't even play this because of it's one of my favorite songs. Do you know her famous song?
Oh, this is crazy.
Crazy, right?
I love Two Cigarettes in an Ashtray. That is one of my.
That's a really good one too. She had so many good ones, and she was like going to be a huge crossover artist. She was becoming a huge crossover artist. And did you see the movie with her? Was it Jessica Lange who played her in a movie called Sweet Dreams? It's one of my dad's
What a great
favorites.
casting job, because she looked so much like the old pictures of Patsy. Don't you?
She really did. And Beverly D'Angelo played her in the Loretta Lynn movie, Coal Miner's Daughter, because Loretta Lynn and Patsy Cline were such good friends. So, major Patsy Cline friend, and or major Patsy Cline fan. And our first guest, Justin Peterson, also major Patsy Cline fan. And we've actually both been to Winchester, Virginia, where they have a Patsy Cline, her house is there. So, yeah, just fangirling just a little bit, but she was really good. In 1963, Whammo patented the hula hoop.
Ooh.
What goes around comes around.
Absolutely.
And in 1970, a very important year, Ronald Weldon Cowie was born in Berwick, Pennsylvania, and was destined to make me very happy in 2010. So, happy birthday to my husband, Ron. And I have his high school picture right here.
Oh, my God.
And he's
How
on
did you meet
Facebook.
him?
When did I meet him?
How did you meet him? Yeah.
Shortly after this, when the hair was growing out. Okay. Yeah, my daughter likes to show this around and just laugh at it. But wasn't he cute? He was so cute. We met our freshman year of college. So, and I think in order to do this right and to tell this story right, I need to bring in a different piano player, one who's not going to like fall over the place. So I'm going to bring in Jim Rice. All right. Why should I have to play to tell my own love story when I have Jim Rice right here?
Well, thank you.
Yeah. See?
Does that mean I have to play a love song?
It does mean you have to play a love song.
Oh, I wasn't planning on that.
Yeah, right.
But sure. No, but I'll do it.
So I met Ron Cowie, freshman year of college at University of Cincinnati in Cincinnati, Ohio. I was a music major. He was undecided. And we were both in the journalism area in the student union. He took journalism classes and he liked to take photographs. I liked to get free passes to movies. That's why we were both in the news record. That was the name of the campus thing. He started asking me out almost immediately, and I started saying no almost immediately. But at some point, he wore me down. So at the end of freshman year, I finally said, okay, I'll go out with you. And he said, okay, my car's over there. We immediately went out. He was not going to wait a couple days because then I'd change my mind. So he took me to a restaurant in downtown Cincinnati, some Italian restaurant where he chain smoked and talked about Hunter S. Thompson. Then when it was over, he said, let's go see the sunset. I thought, the sunset. I know what that's code for. I said, yes, I'll go with you to see the sunset. So he took me to some lookout point in Cincinnati. And we were out there watching the sunset. Really were, just watching the sunset because I still had hours to go. And all of a sudden he said, don't look now, Eden, but an officer of the law is coming towards you. And there was an officer of the law. So the police officer said, so what are you kids doing? And we said, nothing. And he said, you're trespassing. I didn't know we were trespassing. Ron knew we were trespassing. So he said, I should give you both a ticket for trespassing. But he could see I was about ready to pass out from fright. So he said, I'll tell you what, I'll let her go. And sir, I'm going to give you a ticket for illegally parking in the fire lane up there. So he walked us back to the car. He gave Ron a ticket for illegally parking in the fire lane. And Ron drove me back to the dorm after our first date. And then he walked me to the door and he said, well, Eden, you can't say I'm a cheap date. True story. Not bad, right?
No, wonderful.
Yeah. So that was our first date. And then a lot of time passed. We didn't go out again for about 16 years. And then we went on our second date, and we actually told the waitress, this is our second date in 16 years, and she rolled her eyes at us. Yeah. So happy birthday to my dear husband. I gave him, he loves wild birds, and we have bird feeders all over our yard, so I got him a gift certificate to Wild Birds Unlimited. So tomorrow we get to go and buy lots of bird stuff. It's really good. Do we know any bird songs? Where is it? or blackbird singing in the dead of night. Are there any bird drinks, Jim? There must be a bird drink. Is there a bird
Yeah.
drink?
Martini.
Yeah! Are you drinking one?
Momentarily.
Yes, Leland, it was. 16
A
years.
martini is a drink served in a bird bath, isn't it?
Exactly.
Well, he already played, so he gets to have one drink since he played one song. So, Jim Rice, ladies and gentlemen, is a very wonderful cabaret pianist, and he is a mixologist. I can do none of those things, but he has played for me a few times in different shows, and he plays for anybody you like. If you were a cabaret singer, you've worked with Jim, you've heard of Jim, you wish you could work with Jim. He's so, so good. I'm a fangirl on you. I like you. Where are you tonight?
Oh, I'm in my living room in Worcester.
Worcester, man. Did you grow up there?
I did. And I've lived an awful lot of other places since, but I just found myself back here a few years ago after I was living in New York City again for the third time for a couple of years. And
Once wasn't
now,
enough.
yeah.
What were you doing in New York City?
Nothing much, really. I was commuting and working in Boston, but my partner got a job there and moved there, and I went with him, and it's like, oh no, starting all over again. And New York is very different from the first two times I lived there. It's very expensive. So,
Do you want to go back?
no.
No? You had that gorgeous house. And so, Dan, I'm going to put you in the green room for a minute because I can get a good look at the house. Did you renovated this house, right?
Yes, pretty much. I had a little bit of help for things. I don't go up on the roof. That's one of my rules. But yeah, it's old single family home, but a very large one. It's on the historic register. And originally, the kitchens were in the basement, servants' quarters on the third floor. And in the 20s, they converted it to 3 different apartments. And I get the first floor, which is pretty spectacular.
It is.
And just trying to keep the tenants happy. And it's been neglected. It has years of neglect. It took me 2 months just to make the apartment I'm in livable. It was kind of trashed.
Steven says the fireplace looks cool. Did you have to restore the fireplace?
No, they don't work. They're too dangerous with there were no dampers in them to shut them off, because when the house was built, you had servants who just kept the fires going day and night.
Like Downton Abbey, right?
Exactly. So they suck up here, so they're plugged up. And
Trying to play Downton Abbey. Sounds like Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
Didn't it? Downton Abbey goes, it's an A minor. Right? Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Do people ever ask you to play Downton Abbey?
No.
Me neither. So why are we killing
Yeah,
ourselves?
the first time yeah.
What do you
It's not really a sing-along song.
It's not really a sing-along song. So tell the audience, what does a cabaret pianist do? If you have to tell somebody at a cocktail party, I'm a musician cabaret pianist, what does that do?
Oh, as a solo or accompanying singers, because it's two different.
Tell me about the solo one first.
Well, you play the piano when you sing songs, or sometimes have somebody else play the piano, and you concentrate on telling the story. And unlike theater, there's no fourth wall. You actually have to look at people while you're singing, which can be very hard for people in the theater. We're not used to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And can you give us an example of what it's like when you are playing and doing this definition of cabaret solo artist?
You mean like do a song?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a hint. Okay.
I'm thirsty. I need to use my hands to lift my drink. You play.
Okay. free and easy, that's my style. How they do me, watch me smile, but fare thee well me after a while. 'Cause I've got a roll, and anywhere I hang my hat is home. Sweetened water, cherry wine, thank you kindly, sends me fine. But Kansas City, Caroline, that's my honeycomb, and anywhere I hang my hat is home. Birds singing in the trees, they pick up and go, and the spirit moves. That's how it's gonna be. I pick up and go when the spirit moves me. Across the river, round the bend. Howdy, stranger, so long, friend. There's a voice inside of me that keeps a calling me. Roam. I'm going where the welcome mat is, no matter where that is, 'cause anywhere I hang my hat is home. Let's go. Singing in the trees, they pick up and go, and they're going cruise. That's how it's gonna be. I pick up and go when the spirit moves me. Now cross the river, around the bend. Howdy, stranger, so long, friend. There's a voice inside of me that keeps a calling me. I'm going where the welcome mat is, no matter where that is, 'cause anywhere I hang my hat is home. Thank you. I was called up that one because you were talking about, moving and where I lived and everything. And when the camera's like this, I end up, doing this using my left foot for the sustain pedal. I feel like Joanne Castle on the Lawrence Welk show. She would play.
Please smile, please smile.
Oh, I'll try and do some more Joanne Castle as the night goes on.
That would be a good choice. A very good choice. Any Lawrence Welk would be a good choice.
No, it wouldn't.
I miss him. I used to watch that show every weekend. I had no life.
Yeah. We used to watch it at home, but we sit around and just make disparaging comments about it. It was really, pretty brutal.
It was brutal, but I miss a little bit of that. I mean, just the arrangements and...
But my favorite one, and you can find this on YouTube if you look it up, they were trying to include popular songs, and Lawrence Welk says, and here's a modern spiritual song, and the song they sang was "One Toke Over the Line with Jesus." Apparently, nobody ever told him. I think the musicians got it, but.
Thank you for that left tune. That's a driving music will drive us till the dawn. Let's go, let's a boogaloo till we puke. Right. So yes, I'm actually, all the viewers are writing in here. I loved them. The Lennon Sisters, great band.
And right? Bobby and his sissy, the Hotsy Totsy Boys, and who else was on there? Myron Cohen, recording guy. Was it Bob Ralston, the organist?
Yeah.
And of course, we mentioned Joanne Castle.
She's the one I remember more than anything. But, But and the Lennon Sisters, and they're iconic. So yeah, I mean, it's a little sleepy sometimes, but now it would probably half of it would have to get banned, but still, it's It was very entertaining. And it was a great way to learn songs I would have never have figured out otherwise. And they would always have the couples get up and dance at the end.
Yeah.
Which I really liked.
And the bubbles would come up.
And the bubbles,
right?
yes. Do you remember this song? We could do this song at the end. Remember the Good Night, Sweetheart song? Good night, sweetheart, and happy trails to you. Here's a wish and a prayer. What? Da-da-da-da, da-da, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Good night. We're not going. Well, now we've jumped the shark for sure.
Now I've really embarrassed myself that
you
I can
knew
actually play that. Yeah.
Well, hey, it's okay.
I mean, I have a sophisticated image to maintain. It's all about appearances.
It is all about appearances. And they always had a Spanish song for the Spanish singer. That's right. Shine the two. Brings back memories at my grandparents' house. Yep. Yeah. It brings, yeah. Yeah. So that was a fun one. So that's what a solo cabaret person does, is you're telling the story, you're playing for yourself, you're playing brilliantly. You make me wish I had 20 fingers. I would need 20 fingers to be you. And you've tried to give me a piano lesson a couple times. And
Oh, no, I thought it was very successful.
Okay. It kind of worked.
Yeah.
Jim and I have performed together a couple of times through Arctic Playhouse in Warwick, West Warwick or Warwick? We'll say Warwick. In the greater Warwick area, there is arcticplayhouse.org, and they have a cabaret club, which was started by our friend Ida Zecco, and you are the music director for that. So you're playing most months, right?
Yes. It will resume sometime toward the summer. But in the meantime, we did the taping. I think we did 6 shows, and they will be doing them once a month on the last Tuesday of the month in the slot that it would usually be live.
Mm-hmm. So if you haven't seen Cabaret or you wonder what it's about, you can watch the shows, a lot of them from last year as well, at Arctic Playhouse's YouTube site. You can also check out arcticplayhouseprobably.com or thearcticplayhouse.com, and there'll be links there as well. But every month you get to see Jim do his thing with different singers. So every month, what's the process when a singer is booked to come and work with you?
What's the process?
Yeah. Like so some singer gets signed
how
up.
How much are you paying me?
Let's say
we figure out that first.
Yeah. So you never worked with a singer before, and they're going to create a show to perform in a couple of months. How does somebody get from like singing songs on a stage or singing songs in karaoke to developing an entire cabaret show where they have to tell a story?
Oh, it's fairly easy. It takes many years. You don't really make the leap. You don't make the leap from karaoke to doing a cabaret show. There's a lot in between along the way. Mm-hmm. But how do you make? Well, the first thing is that you've got to come up with a narrative. What you're going to say. What's your story? And pick songs. And if you talk about the songs, and hopefully be funny when you can. Mm-hmm. And that's it. And you can do, for cabaret, you can do songs that are story songs that say you wouldn't do in a noisy club because, the attention span isn't good enough for them. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
I have this book here because, I like to learn everything from books. So it's the Cabaret Songbook, right? And it says that there are...
Throw that out. Yeah.
There's openers, essence songs, tour de force, essence song ballad, essence song comedy, grabber, tour de force, ballad, grabber, closer.
It's all lies. No, essence songs. I've never heard it called that. And a grabber. That sounds dirty. But I'm gonna include a grabber in all my repertoire now every time I do something.
Yeah, I thought grabber was just for jazz. So some of the titles here are Accentuate the Positive, Ain't Misbehavin', At Long Last Love, Cabaret, Comedy Tonight, Copacabana. Do you get to do Copacabana very much?
I used to do it a lot with John O'Neill in Boston. He did that one, so I played it for him a lot.
What is the number one cabaret song?
Well,
Or
a
is it
lot of
kind
the
of the
songs
same?
you just talked about, that's what you do sort of, you know, there's, you know, cabaret, and then there's piano bars, and then there's the space in between, like where I work at Club Cafe, where it's sort of, it's not really a piano bar, but it's not a cabaret. You're working the crowd, and you may have their attention for maybe 10 minutes or a song, and then it drifts. So you have to keep on improvising all night. There's no set list things. So a lot of those songs that you just mentioned, that's what I would do there. But if like the Arctic Playhouse, where you were doing 1 hour and you have their undivided attention, well, of course you can pick much more sophisticated material
If
that
you would
get
like
lost.
Jim to play a song, viewers, you can type it in the comments. So we're going to treat this like piano bar.
Yeah, hopefully I'll know it.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll know it. And if we don't know it, we're going to make up our own version of it that sounds like something else. So if you would like us to play a song, go ahead and type it in the comments, and we may treat you. And we also have coming up, Sounds Like a Song, where we're actually going to make Jim write songs on the spot. And he's thrilled about it.
Yeah, I lost my name tag that said Jim Rice composer.
Yeah. Well, you have composed and arranged.
I've done a lot of arranging.
Yeah, maybe I can find a little example of it while people type in what they want. So I'm going to find a screen of you doing your thing. So when we don't have, pandemics, you get to do stuff like this. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to hear it. So you see that right there? All right, I got to remove it because I got to make sure I get audio because you wrote that, right?
I did the orchestration for that. I don't know what the song is. I just see the picture of Randy Roberts, and that was a concert we did in Key West, one of many we did there.
Yeah. And you were going down there regularly, right?
Yes, and actually you mentioned Patsy Cline. I was actually due to be there this January doing that show there.
Always Patsy Cline?
Yeah, but
Yeah. So there he is,
Didn't work
guys.
out.
There's Jim doing his thing. Can you hear music? I hope you can hear music. And there, did you
I
arrange
can.
for these people?
yeah.
That's fantastic. I chose this clip because I can see your
Actually,
hands.
that's Hampton Callaway, and actually, I think I did like 12 orchestrations for that show, but that's not one. I think that was a stock arrangement, so you picked the one I didn't do. But the others are just as good.
All right. Good. Give me some credit here. I'm trying to play This Is Your Life with you because I'm so impressed with what you do. Oh, good. Aaron says he can hear the music. Wonderful. Good. So you can see some of what Jim has done, right? What has Jim done? Jim has done many things. But that is called That's Entertainment, Part 5, and I'll have that in the show notes. But that's under Randy's YouTube, and you can see what he's done with me under my YouTube, and you can see what he's done at Arctic under Arctic's YouTube.
Yeah, I think that one is That's Entertainment 5 or 6, because we did this it's about 12, 15 years ago. I hadn't been to Key West in 10 years. I was going there since the early 80s and put on the show, and it was small. I think we only had 2 horn players and things, but we got a couple Broadway people. We got Brett Barrett and George Dvorsky, and I forget who else, to come down and do the show. So, we'll do it. And of course, Randy Roberts, every year, we got to get it bigger and bigger. So eventually it morphed after about 3 years into a full 16-piece orchestra.
16-piece orchestra. That's amazing. I mean, I can barely arrange for 3 people, right? So did you go to school for that?
I went to Berklee College of Music, but I was not a music major. I was actually, what was it called? Audio recording and sound reinforcement was my major. But being at Berklee, you had to be proficient on a musical instrument. So I started taking piano lessons there. I only had organ lessons before I went to Berklee. I had an old junk upright that I played by ear, but I had a few years of organ lessons. But then at Berklee, I started there, and I lost interest in the other part and got into playing the piano and some arranging courses. But where I really learned orchestration was doing theater. I used to do all these summer stock shows, big ones like Kansas City Starlight Theater, that has like 7,000 seats, and they bring in the star, oh, we need this all transposed, or we need this number cut. And that would be my job. And and you don't have a master score, so you would spread out the books. And I would have to and also sometimes I'd have to cut down orchestrations just going by the books. And you learn sort of from the backwards. What the individual players is seeing and how it all fits. And I just started out doing little bits over the years, doing more and more and getting better at it, and buying lots of books on orchestrations and reading scores. And
here you are.
Yeah.
That's cool. I can't read the comments, so I don't know what people are saying. This is terrible.
Yeah, they might be saying, oh, we're bored. Would somebody sing something?
Somebody should sing something. And thank you, Aaron. Aaron's the first person to actually have a comment that I can actually throw into the thing. And I can't figure out how to get it anywhere else. Okay, there it goes. So I tell you, live streaming is just so fun. But we as musicians have had to learn a lot of new skills during this pandemic. And I have worked with you to get you on some tech, and you're doing this, and I'm appreciative. So I think we should play something for the people. So
okay.
What's something that we do together, something we can do that we can backphrase, because technology doesn't let us play totally real time?
We did One for My Baby.
That's a nice one.
Okay.
And that's alcohol-based, which always makes us happy.
Yeah. And what key was that in?
C major.
And it goes to E flat, that weird
It does. Thing? Yes. And this is how we talk, guys. So we just say, oh, well, I do it in this key, and it goes to this, and yeah. Okay, so now, narrative. I'm thinking about starting this in the key of C.
Yeah, that was all the stuff you weren't supposed to hear. That's the stuff when the singer turns around to the pianist, they go,
yes,
and the
exactly.
pianist goes, no problem. And, okay.
Right. You think we're all going, oh, I remember that time when he left me and I went to the bar at 2 a.m. and I was so
Did you
lonely.
see what that person on the front row is wearing? Really?
Oh my God. Did you get paid yet? I didn't get paid yet by the venue, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have enough gas money to get home. There's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. I wonder what the next lyric is. So set 'em up, Joe. I've got a little story you ought to know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. I got the routine. Nice chord change. Put another nickel in that machine, that live stream machine. I'm feeling so bad. Can't you make the music dreamy and sad? I could tell you a lot, but you gotta be true to your code. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. I bet you never know it, but Jim, I'm a kind of poet. And I got a lot of things I want to say. So when I'm gloomy, you've got to listen to me until it's talked away. Well, that's how it goes. And Jim, I know you're getting wishes to close.
I got to get to Home Depot before
You still
it
have
closes at
25
9
minutes.
o'clock.
Don't even give me that shit.
Okay.
So thanks for the cheer. I hope you didn't mind my giving you time on my show. But this torch that I found, it's gotta be drowned or it soon might explode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. Subscribe to this channel. Thanks a lot. We're not done. But now it's
Yes, we
time
are.
for my lawyer. We are going straight to cabaret hell.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, I can't see the comments. I'm so sorry, guys. And so I'm going to try to get to see them if I can. But I'm the producer and the audio engineer as well as the host. So I'll figure out how I can do that. So I'm going to put Jim in the green room, give you a little break. You have a martini. I'm going to bring Dan, my personal lawyer, in. Hey, Dan.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
Yeah, welcome back. So, yeah, I don't know why I can't see the comments. I'm not scrolling or anything, which is really, really frustrating. So, okay. Oh, good. They're coming down here. All right. Yay. Yay. Oh, good. I'm sorry. Good. Thank you. You're all doing great comments. Good. We have some stuff that we can do. So, all right. Crisis averted. Tech stuff, man. That's so hard. Right? So, Dan Chaika is here because not only is he my personal lawyer, he's here to give 1 minute
Yes.
of legal advice. So, what is your legal advice today, Dan?
So for tonight's Billable Minute, I'm going to follow up, Eden, on the previous minute we did on prenuptials a few weeks ago. So when young people come to me for a prenup, they usually aren't so concerned with things like sharing current earnings, the home that they plan to buy together, or even the retirement that they plan to save together. And if you truly view marriage as a partnership, well, you're in it together, and mine really should not be a pronoun. The biggest legitimate concern should be to protect the descent of generational wealth, a potential inheritance,
That's a
or
big
family
word.
legacy. I'm sorry. Yeah, or a family legacy. But, in Rhode Island, we have a statute that protects these assets. And I bet you didn't know that anything you receive in Rhode Island by gift or inheritance during the marriage is completely excluded from the equitable distribution that occurs should your marriage ultimately fail. So
I did not know that.
So my advice to everybody is to just live, to love, to laugh with absolute reckless abandon. You find your future in the sand and in the stars above. A gentleman asks for your hand and tells you he's in love. For fate has planned you should meet, and right from the start, these butterflies begin trembling around in your heart. Let there be birds to sing in the trees, someone to bless you whenever you sneeze. Let there be children, a dog and a cat. But first of all, please, let there be law.
Let there be law. Thank you so much, Dan Chaika. That is a wonderful song.
Such fun. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Yeah. Jim, does your lawyer sing?
No. And I haven't been going to him much because I can't afford it. But now that we're getting a legal 1 minute legal thing here, I have something that's been really bothering me, and you can help me. And yeah, this is really quick. Say I'm walking down the street and I accidentally step on somebody's toe, and I say to them, "I'm sorry. Here, please accept this $1." Am I free from liability from that now?
No, don't give them the $1. It's as if you're admitting you did something wrong.
Oh, genius. This is why we have you, Dan.
All you need is the apology.
Apologies.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Move on.
Move on. I'm
Even
sorry.
if you're not. Okay. Thank
Basically,
you.
stuff happens. Stuff happens.
I
It
love
wasn't
this.
intentional. Get your big feet out from my way.
Oh, great.
Yeah. This is very, very good legal advice. Thank you. Thank you for Let There Be Law. Thank you, Dan, so much. I'm going to put you back in the green room.
Thank you.
Did that happen to you?
No.
Okay. But
it might happen. I want to be prepared.
Hypotheticals are very important in law
Yes.
and music. Very, very important in law and music. So I got to do a song. You got to do a song. And now here's a request. Oh, God. Jump, Jive, and Wail.
Who requested that?
One of my friends, Stephen.
Do you know it?
No. So let's make it up.
Well, no, I did a whole Louis Prima show for years. I did, but I've never sung it.
All I know is the chorus.
I'll try.
Okay.
Papa's in the icebox looking for a can of ale. Papa's in the icebox looking for a can of ale. Mama's in the backyard learning how to jive and wail. Hey, you gotta jump jiving, then you wail, and then you jump jiving, then you wail. You gotta jump jiving, then you wail. You gotta jump jiving, then you wail. You gotta jump jiving, then wail, wail.
Okay, that's all you get, Stephen.
Yeah. I don't know that I could remember the rest of the verses.
Thank you for doing that. I remembered it once you started playing. That happens a lot, right? I mean, it's just like the lizard brain that remembers things. So yes. So Jim and I did a show. We recorded it in January, and I'm one of like 6 groups that you played for that weekend, or some insane amount of members.
Yeah, 4. I did 4, and 2 other people were self-contained.
Yeah, and because I play a little bit and Jim plays a lot. It's called, what did I call it? I Love a Piano. I think no. Hand Me the Keys.
Hand Me the Keys.
Hand Me the Keys. I love the puns. I'm a fan of the puns. So it is 2 pianos. Jim handling most of the duties like he should, and me kind of filling in like what I just did right there. So that will be airing sometime later this year.
Yeah.
That would be really fun.
We should let the guests know that even when you were singing and I was playing, and when you were playing just now, I have to kind of ignore it because there's a delay, like a quarter of a second. We can't listen to each other.
No, we can't. We've been trying to make this work for months, and sometimes it works better than others. But every musician in the world is actually trying to solve this problem.
Because if we start listening to each other, we start slowing down, and then we'll eventually stop, and we don't want to do that.
So it's another excuse to ignore a singer, basically, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Yeah. So some of the songs we did on our album, or on our show, we did I Love a Piano, which was really good. We did Mutual Admiration Society, just teasing a little bit, but you're going to want to watch because it's really good, right? The Music That Makes Me Dance from Funny Girl. We did duet. We did The Moon is the Harsh Mistress, which you have arranged in the past.
Yeah.
And one for My Baby, one more for the Rose. So you just got that one for free, guys. And My Baby Just Cares for Me, the Nina Simone, right? Which I love for the piano part in that, because I find that actually sort of playable. So, but Jim has tried to teach me how to do some of his runs and everything. And so I practice. I only need another 20 years, and I think I'll be there.
No, you'll be there in 10.
You say, oh, that's so kind. Thank you so fucking much. You're just a doll. So, no, this is what he's like, guys. And I love that. I love that he can just needle me. All right, so here are a couple we're going to switch over now to Sounds Like a Song. You Got Me, I Now Get You. So, in Sounds Like a Song, we write a song on the spot. Yeah. So, people have put in some suggestions here. I'm going to tell you what the line is, and then you have to make up a song, or at least the beginning of a song with that line. Are you ready?
I'm very scared. This is not something I do, but
Yeah. Welcome to my life being with you. So,
okay.
The tears I cry are very dry because I'm really glad you're gone. This is Leland Brown. The tears I cry are very dry because I'm really glad you're gone. Would you like to play the music for this and I'll sing it?
Yeah, you can have this one.
Okay. All right. I'll make it easy. Oh, the tears I cry are very dry 'cause I'm really glad you're gone. Oh, when you said goodbye, I put fireworks on my lawn. I'm so much happier without you. I don't know why we ever started out. And now my eyes are filled with happiness, while yours are filled with doubt. And back to the A minor. The tears I cry are very dry 'cause I'm really glad you're gone. And I can choose what side of the bed to sleep on. Boom.
See, it's great when I play and you do these.
It is sure great, right? But
I can't even remember the title of the song that they threw me.
so thank you, Leland. That was fun.
Yeah, that was great.
You know, and I must admit, I normally force all my guests to do it, but that was like a taste of my own medicine. So that was great to get to do
And
that.
it was great. It was good.
Yeah, it's fun, right? It looks like fun from your vantage point, doesn't it? Okay. Okay. You know what? I don't see any suggestions here, which means I'm going to have to go to the book. All right. I just pulled a book because, hey, cowards. Okay. Those of you who are watching, all 8 of you who are watching, you can type in a suggestion right here. Give me a line, and I think I can actually read them, and we can throw them in here. So Leland did The Tears I Cry. Okay. Diane Carey has one. Oh, no, actually, this is a Cole Porter song. So she's asking for an actual song. I'll let you do the actual song. I want made up stuff, guys. I want to really stump him. Okay, this book is called The Disaster Artist. I thought that was apropos. This is on page 134. No, don't put yourself down. It's very good.
Oh, no.
No, don't put yourself down. It's very good. Have fun.
No, don't put yourself down. Baby, don't put yourself down. I can't take it anymore, because that was on page 134. Oh, baby, yeah.
See? It's not so bad. It's very good. Don't put yourself down.
Yes.
Right. Okay. If you have a book near you, you can do this to me. It's really only fair. I can barely read this. Okay. Page 110. I like this Max character. Should I do that
me
one?
again.
Yeah, you
I'll
again?
let you.
Okay, me?
Me?
Okay. I like this Max character. I like this Max character. He makes me feel grand. I like this Max character. He's taking my hand and off we go to paradise. And that's a fact because I like my Max. Okay, Diane wrote one. Yours. Did I see you at Walmart last week?
I got into my car, my Hispana Suiza, went out for some real good shopping down on Rodeo Drive. But the cigarette lighter didn't work, and I had no matches. There wasn't any other place I could go, but there I saw in Walmart. Oh, baby, I don't want to be seen in Walmart. But was it you I saw in Walmart? I hope not now, baby.
Okay, here's one. To Robin Dyer. Don't wipe your nose on my sleeve. Do you want to play? I'll sing it. Yeah.
Sure, I'll play.
You play, I'll sing. Okay. Hey, don't wipe your nose on my sleeve, baby. That's the surest way you can get me to leave. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. Take that Kleenex out of your dirty jeans. That Kleenex knows what it's for to me. But don't wipe your nose on my sleeve, baby. Boom, 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 boom. Unless you want me to leave.
Print it.
Yeah, totally. That goes. Tell Randy. That's next. Completely. Here is somebody saying hi to you. John Stiklunas.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, John is a fabulous bass player I've worked with many times over the years.
He says,
in
I did
mostly
many
theater productions.
Oh, yeah. I did many theater and cabaret shows with Jim. He's my all-time favorite musical director. You paid him.
Yeah.
Okay. Many times before a show, Jim would shout.
You're fired.
Jim would shout.
Is that it?
No. Baby, out of the blue. Could you get Jim to yell baby, please?
I would just say, baby. Is that it?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, John. I got him to do that. You can buy me a coffee. It's at buymeacoffee.com right up there, or you can Venmo. And Jim, you have Venmo as well. Don't you?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I'll tell you, you can pay me. Just pay me.
I think,
I'm doing all the work here.
yeah, true.
Right. So, yeah, pay me for getting Jim to say baby. I mean, we've been making music for an hour, but I got him to say baby. So I think there should be a coffee in that for me. So it's my show. I decide. And all singers as bitchy as me? Yes. The answer is yes.
No.
Okay. So here's one. I got kicked by a moose in the parking lot. This is from my friend Christine in Alaska. She's watching in Alaska. She wins the distance award. I got kicked by a moose in the parking lot. What if we did it in the style of like Cole Porter? I got kicked by a moose in the parking lot, but I thought it felt just like you. He had a big nose and pointy toes.
That's a reindeer.
And his look was true. And he said to me, "What are you doing, baby?" And suddenly my heart was in my throat. I got kicked by a moose in the parking lot because I didn't vote.
And parking lot is just a euphemism for we know what. And that's all.
Thank you. I was thinking, does that even sound like Cole
I get
Porter?
kicked in the parking lot. I get kicked in the parking lot. Damn it. Oh.
I'm sorry, Cole Porter. Sorry, Patsy Cline. Sorry. Okay. I make good coffee, baby. This is John. I make a good coffee, baby. I forgot about the firing thing. He usually rehired.
I usually say that during the gig, like, you know, we're doing the show and I'm playing and, you know, if somebody hits a wrong note, I go, "You're fired."
Well,
And then I hire him back by the end of the night.
you call me names. I love that
I do.
you call me. Oh, yeah, you've called me names. So, but they're all done so beautifully and sweetly. You've called me a lady of the evening.
Well, we do work mostly evenings. You know, it's...
No, the funniest thing I ever heard you say to me, so it was back mid-pandemic, right? Oh, hi there. Hi there. That's my son. And so, yeah, hi, son. I'm on live right now. You can go watch my show. Yeah. What? Yeah. So nobody in my family knows I do a live show. So you and I were talking in early pandemic about all the tech stuff and trying to get better at it. Mm-hmm. And I came up with a couple of ideas for you, right? And you ran with them. It was great. And you said, and I said, well, you can market it like this way, or you can promote it like this, and this way it can get you back in line and do all this stuff. You said, Eden, you're such a whore. But I love that about you.
I have to confess, but I say that about a lot of people.
I know you do. Oh, okay. So it's not special.
Yeah, no.
Well, I thought it was special. You made me feel like a very special whore. And then you said it about yourself. So guys, yes, please, you don't have to put this on as an example of, bad stuff. It's actually really funny. And he turns it against himself too later on. You said, I'm a whore, but I have rates.
Yes.
That was very funny. Because that's kind of what we are in our business a little bit, in that we're selling things.
I'm not.
You're not.
Yeah.
Just me? Oh, God. That sounds like a song. Yes, it does, Stephen. And yeah, I'm a whore, but I have rates. And actually, I did write lyrics for that song. We just haven't done it anywhere yet. We're not doing it tonight. So, because we'd have to clear that with my lawyer first. So maybe it'll happen in a future episode.
Okay.
But you were very quippy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah. I'm a whore and you're quippy. There.
Okay.
But
You
yeah.
know, those bad song titles. No, they were lovely song titles.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, this is one I did in one of my cocktail hours. I mean, it's a real short song, but this is like, I think the essence of these songs is they're done well, but it's bad judgment. So here it goes. This is a quick one.
Okay.
My skies were black, but you made them gray again. So what can I say again, my dear? My fire was out, but you made me smoke again. You gave me a poke again, my dear. My future was hopeless, but you put it in doubt. I don't know what I would have done without you. my eyes were closed, but you made me blink again. You with your funny little ways. I was just a bumbling joker. You came in, now I'm mediocre. My skies were black, but you've made them gray.
There, I give you golf claps. Golf claps.
Giving me the clap, okay?
That's great. Oh my God. All right, we have time for one more. One more.
Oh, the hour just flew by. Okay, yes.
I told you it would. Yeah. You owe me. No. So you thought it was going to be interminable. It's only uninterminable. So, yeah, this is what I do. I do this on Friday nights. Next Friday, my guest is Erica Van Pelt, who is a Rhode Island native living up, I think, now in Massachusetts. Fantastic singer, sings with a lot of different groups, and most famously was on American Idol several seasons back and went almost to the end. I got to play for her a couple years ago for a gig. We got to know each other a little bit, and she's a fantastic person, so I'm looking forward to playing for her. And other people are scheduled for the next couple months. We're getting booked up, so it's really fun. So we have the video of us that will be coming out on Arctic at some point. And you are renovating, you're drinking.
Yeah, yes.
Kind of, half and half. And
yes, to both,
To both. And then sometimes you do some performing on your Facebook channel, things like that.
I've been trying to, I do a cocktail hour, and I did 2 of them, and I've had another one written. I just have to learn it. This is fun with the 2 of us, but when you are alone by yourself and you have no feedback, you don't know if the jokes are landing, it is so hard. I just can't motivate myself. But I will do it. Or when things open up, you'll hear me do all the shtick live.
Yeah.
But I really will try and get another one.
I like that.
But I'm rehearsing stuff with my friend Valerie Roy, formerly Valerie Sneed. We got a Stephen Eady show that we had booked all the way up to December, and it was completely shut down. We lost everything, so we're still getting together to rehearse that to keep it sharp because it's a tough, complicated show. Nothing really definite. Everything's sort of hanging. Well, we're going to have you back, but we don't know when, and so no dates to announce.
Story of every musician's life right now,
guys. This is the highlight of my entertainment month.
Keep talking. The
last 2 months.
Yeah.
3 months.
The highlight.
Yeah.
Me, the whore.
Yes. No, that was Christmas was fell in that month, so I'm sorry.
I'm better than Christmas.
Probably, yes.
Probably. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm probably better than Christmas. And I show up more than
once. Well, it sounded dirty, and I didn't want to disagree.
Thank you. Guys, this is what we do. This is our banter. And really, we should move this show to 11 o'clock at night. But hey, I mean, in Alaska, they like dirty early, so it's okay. I get to actually play next weekend. I'm jamming with a whole bunch of Soundjack people, and we're going to have like a Soundjack jam. And so the Germans are all going to stay up late, and the Americans are going to start early. It's going to be super fun. So you can be part of it since you and I do the same tech stuff together. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. So nobody has actually made a request. Diane made a request for something Cole Porter, potentially. So I thought maybe we would have you go out on a Cole Porter tune.
Oh,
or on the other side of the tracks, or any Cole Porter he likes to do.
Well, no, that's Cy Coleman. But I'll try and do. When the only sound on the empty street is the heavy tread of the heavy feet that belong to the lonesome cop, I open shop. When the moon so long has been gazing down on the wayward ways of the wayward town that this smile becomes a smirk, I go to work. Love for sale Appetizing young love for sale. Love that's fresh and still unspoiled. Love that's only slightly soiled. Love for sale.
This is the right one.
Who will buy? Who would like to sample my supply? Who's prepared to pay the price for a trip to paradise? Love for sale. Let the poets pipe of love in their childish ways. I know every type of love better far than they. And if you want the thrill of love, I've been through the mill of love. All love, new love, everything but true love. Love for sale. Appetizing young love for sale. If you want to buy my wares, follow me and climb the stairs. Love for sale. Let the poets pipe of love in their childish ways. I know every type of love better far than they. And if you want the thrill of love, I've been through the mill of love. All love, new love, everything but true love. Love for sale. Appetizing young love for sale. If you want to buy my wares, follow me and climb the stairs. Love for sale.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Rice. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Jim,
Eden,
for being a guest.
It's been a delight and edification. I do.
Cheers to you, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See you next week on The Eden Show.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.